The plan that we put together and that is now, finally coming together this year is to add local processing facility where we can perform live animal slaughter of beef, pork, and lamb, interact directly with local producers to both improve on the quality of their product that they're already selling to friends, neighbors, coworkers, and to the public, but also create an opportunity for those producers to sell into our existing wholesale supply chain. So the ultimate goal is for us to contract with local producers and put red meat on the menus of local restaurants. We think that becomes a critical part of the hospitality and tourism industry. It becomes a story of any restaurant that takes advantage of that, and it becomes a new selling opportunity for producers. Over the last 75 years or more, we've really evolved multiple times. We've gone into full line distribution of things like canned goods and disposables and paper supplies. We've ventured into fresh produce and liquid dairy, but the constant and the mainstay in our business profile and our competitive advantages as a specialty meat company. The steady drumbeat that we've heard from our customers is, where does the beef come from? Where does the pork come from? Who raised this lamb? We started this expansion project intent on changing that. We knew that major change couldn't come to the local meat industry without construction of a significant facility. I'm really optimistic that having access to local processing who you know and trust will eventually bring more people into livestock production. I think the change could be significant in that way. We're creating a model where we can help more local producers sell their product directly to the public, and we're also creating a scenario where we would be the buyers. Someone who can tell the story of locally raised beef, pork, and lamb, connect with the consumer, and be the connecting force between farmer and consumer. That's what this area has lacked for a long time.
So when you talk about local and what Dickinson was alluding to about local products, if you go into a restaurant now or a grocery store, what is really local? Maybe some local produce, maybe some local meat companies, bacon or hot dogs and things like that, but that product isn't raised here. What we're looking to do here is, even beyond selling steaks and cuts to the local chefs and restaurants in the area, there are so many more opportunities for us and the producers in the area to move product to the consumers of West Virginia and keep that product here. Whether it be chorizo, sausages, and different wursts, we're going to have a state-of-the-art smokehouse, so we'll have locally made bacon, deli meats, roast beef, corned beef, pastrami, maybe hams, some high-end charcuterie possibly. Ready-to-eat products, be it locally produced pulled pork already made in barbecue sauce, or back ribs and things like that. So for us, it goes beyond just the custom beef, which we will be doing for the producers and selling it to the local chefs and restaurants. It gets it out to all the consumers in West Virginia, keeping more of that product here and with the consumers of West Virginia, giving them an opportunity to buy locally produced and raised and processed, further value-added meats, so to speak.
This filet mignon was packaged on a continuous feed roll stock machine. So what you see here is one hard side of plastic and then a soft side that forms around the shape of the steak. And what that does, you can see, it just shows so clearly the shape of the steak, and even displays this, what we call marbling, this intramuscular fat. The steak faced so clearly on both sides. I can promise you this is exactly 8 ounces. This is the type of work that we do for our restaurant customers now. I think when we bring this type of packaging and this degree of care and craftsmanship to the local livestock community, people selling freezer beef, every customer, right down to the end user, are going to be really happy. We're excited about the change that this can bring, but it's an entirely new business for us, and we're going to be adding services and tasks and opportunities as quickly as we can. We're doing this to help the local farming community, and I think it can be a real leg up and a new opportunity for livestock producers. And so if you're patient with us and we can problem solve together, then I think in the end we'll all be happy for the effort, and I think great things can come.